such a time as this.
And welcome back to For Such a Time as This, the place where there is no such thing as a silent witness. Want to encourage you, as always, to go to our webpage. Our webpage, as Big Brother continues to squeeze the conservatives and the Christians, you can always find us at our webpage, for such a time as this .today, for such a time as this .today, not .com, not .org, .today. There you will always be able to stay up with our newest content as we continue to give a Christian worldview on the chaos and madness, which is the world 2021. Critical race theory. I am taping this on November 3rd. There was an election on November 2nd, and the social liberals went crazy when they lost the Virginia governor's race. Here at For Such a Time as This, we always speak against critical race theory, which was a big issue in the schools in Virginia, because we believe here at For Such a Time as This, that critical race theory puts forth a different worldview other than the Christian worldview. Critical race theory attaches guilt to people according to skin color, according to culture, according to their birth. And then they say, if you're part of one class, you're not capable of racism. You're not capable of being an oppressor. You are the oppressed. It's a different world. Whenever you begin to move and cloudy the issue of personal responsibility and personal guilt with this group herd mentality, it's a different worldview. Ezekiel 18 speaks specifically to this. Go back and watch the other videos we've done here. Ezekiel 18 is very clear which and what is the biblical worldview. Yet you say, why should not the son suffer for the iniquity of the father? When the son has done what is just and right and has been careful to observe all my statutes, he shall surely live. The soul that sins shall die. That used to be a famous verse which every Christian church accepted. The soul who sins shall die. The son shall not suffer for the iniquity of the father, nor the father suffer for the iniquity of the son. The righteousness of the righteous shall be upon himself, and the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon himself. No, white people, you should not apologize for something you haven't done. If your forefathers did it and you didn't do it, you're not guilty. The white culture is not guilty for what their white ancestors did. That's a different worldview. It's wrong. It mars the gospel if you start to think in those ways. No. The soul who sins shall die. With that said, in the election last night, there was some some hurt feelings. It's actually comical. But look at these people on MSNBC.
The enduring power of the culture wars, and the Republicans are better at playing this game because it's essentially white identity politics. That works for Republicans.
Education, right, which is code for white parents don't like the idea of teaching about race.
These guys have invented a boogeyman about a form of racial hierarchy that you've fantasized into existence that isn't actually taught in schools.
Anything that makes a white parent uncomfortable is critical race theory.
The way that Youngkin harped on race so much as his closing message is potentially motivating to black voters and to anti-racist voters.
He's found a way to launder a pretty racist trope, this idea that we cannot talk about America's history because it hurts my feelings. He's turned that into a campaign.
When this election is over in Virginia, we will know, have we seen the emergence of the Delta variant of Trumpism? Youngkin, same disease, but spreads a lot faster and can get a lot more places.
You have to be willing to vocalize that these Republicans are dangerous.
So now when you say education and you make education a campaign issue, you're a racist. You are a racist. These people crazy, man.
For such a time as this,